Bart, would you like to comment on more the data issue? I mean, I personally saw two different strategies. So there was an hype for making things possible, like telemedicine and people sharing, as Severin had just told, innovation and technology. But on the other time, at the same time, we had discussions on GDPR, on not using the Stop Corona app. So we had these two paradigms. What do you think?
Well, yes, and first of all, thank you for the invitation, and I'm sorry to not be able to breathe the air of Alpbach. But I think a good thing what this crisis brings is that we start to adopt and use digital technologies and have this possibility to have me there digitally. So I'm thankful for that. First, I think this crisis, and I want to, because you mentioned the word equitable, show as well that societies where healthcare is unevenly distributed, such as in the US, tend to be more unstable and mechanical. And I think going back 1,000 years or a few thousand years, Hippocrates already recognized that societies where healthcare is not evenly distributed tend to be fragmented and mechanical. And I think that's what we globally saw as well, tend to all the nice collaborations. We probably will see, and the data, it's too soon most probably to tell, that healthcare systems that are more based on equity, where everybody has equal access, tend to be or come better out of this crisis. The second thing what I noticed as well as Severin is that we saw an unseen collaboration. And I always make this joke that the moment that the US and Russia and China will collaborate is the moment when there is an alien ship that is threatening the world to destroy the world. So we need a joint enemy. And this joint enemy is quite clear. I was myself involved in an open source project that within 10 weeks created a group of 80,000 people where we, using open source designs and 3D printing, digital manufacturing, created 25 million goods based on open source. These were masks, these were pieces of ventilators. And in 10 weeks, we produced out of nothing 20 million pieces. I've never seen that happening, all on open source designs. So when we have a joint purpose, we tend to collaborate and break down barriers. So the question will be after this crisis, what is going to be our joint purpose? And for me, as you mentioned as well, I'm focusing on the field of AI. And I think my joint purpose in the movement that I try to build is that we build AI as a common good. So medical knowledge stays public, accessible, and equitable for all. And the joint enemy for me is privatization of medical knowledge.